In Georgia could be required to have panic buttons for emergencies. A bill named for a victim of last year's Apalachee School shooting, coach Ricky Aspinwall, continues to gain momentum tonight. It passed the state Senate last week and now is on to the House. Political reporter Doug Reardon is live tonight outside Midtown High School in Atlanta. Doug, they're already using something like this there.
They are, Blair, and not just for school shootings. For just about the last year, a lot of districts, including APS, have been proactive about this, using it for things like classroom fights, medical emergencies, even weather alerts in some cases. And soon, if this bill passes, every school in Georgia would be required to have the same technology.
We're way ahead of it, and it's been working well for us.
What Atlanta Public School Police Chief Ronald Applin is holding, he says, is a big key to the district's safety plan. A panic button in the hands of every teacher and administrator.
Being able to notify people at the push of a button is big. It's real big. It makes a big difference.
The buttons send out notifications to law enforcement. Last week, all 55 state senators voted in favor of Ricky and Alyssa's law, a bill that would require every school in Georgia to have a crisis alert system. The bill is named in part for Ricky Aspinwall, an Apalachee teacher who was killed in a deadly shooting there last year.
I think this has been a topic we've been talking about since Apalachee and even before Apalachee.
Bill sponsor Jason Anavitarte says schools can use safety grants that are built into the state budget. It's how Atlanta Public purchased their alert system last year.
So there's really no excuse to not be able to find a way to get this done.
Ricky and Alyssa's law would also require school districts to provide digital maps of all their buildings for easier law enforcement access in an emergency. But that provision could be a holdup for some cities whose 911 systems date back to the 1960s.
We have some 911 centers that if you were to enter and ask them to show you their mapping data, it's literally a printed map on the wall, or it may be a Google map. It may be a little bit advanced for us at this particular state.
The bill is likely to pass whether 911 centers are ready or not. Midtown Assistant Principal Rodney Howard says safety technology like crisis alert and mapping have put his students and teachers' minds more at ease.
With this, everyone knows that there's a lot going on in the world, so just having another layer of defense, it just helps us out a lot. Yeah. And cut back on the anxiety that people are feeling.
And Apalachee High did have a panic button system in place last year when that shooting took place. Law enforcement officials there in Barrow County have since praised the technology as crucial to their response in that incident. Outside of Midtown High, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.